Ladies and gentlemen,
Mitchie Blaze.
One of the greatest to lace up a pair of boots. Mitchie Blaze.
Mitchie Blaze.
Mitchie Blaze.
put your hands up for Mitchie Blaze.
Yeah, the dog. She's downstairs barking at a roaring truck.
Fuck that truck.
Fuck that truck. He said Renee, so. Oh, God, that's because you got your ass with fire. Anyway, next question.
So, in keeping up with E-Faz, I seen you over in IAL recently. And there's some shit that went public.
Man, I'm not afraid to speak on it.
You wanna
Let's
you
put
wanna
it
let
this
me
way. Corey Taylor.
take over?
Corey Taylor has said it best. You know who Corey Taylor is, right? Lead singer of Slipknot. Okay.
I'm not too familiar with the music, but I know the band.
There was a song that he did. Thank you, Kite Man. I love you too. There was a song that he did with his band Stone Sour called Absolute Zero. There's a line in that song that fits me perfectly. My mouth is a gun I could shoot, and I could show you the truth. I don't need a reason to lie to you. And that is my point right now. Yeah, I need some Tylenol too. When I went into IAL,
Yeah.
I went in there because I knew it was different.
Mm-hmm.
It takes place in a different country. So if you look at somebody like AJ Styles, who traveled to Japan to be a part of New Japan, that felt like is what I did to try to conquer another country, another Fed. And I went over there to face one man, one motherfucker, and that was Dez the Destroyer. Dez, good promo, very different when it comes to him. You refer back to that match, you look at when I heard his promo, greetings IAL, greetings Logan Slater. It sounded like I was talking to an operator.
Yeah.
So as a joke, I said, I don't do operators. I called to get a pizza, not talk to an operator.
Oh yeah.
But nonetheless, as I said, I went over there to face one motherfucker. So if you're a booker, hang on, fuck that guy. I know you promo like shit. Who's he talking about?
I don't know. It's too small for me to read, to be honest with you.
But if you're a booker, Mitchie, if somebody big who's never been in your company decides to, hey, I'm coming, I'm ready to sign a contract, would you book a #1 contenders match for that pay-per-view?
I would book it. There's a reason you're coming in.
Oh, him, yeah. Okay. Now, I wasn't scheduled to fight on said card.
Okay.
But they knew I was coming. I was focused on Dez.
Natural.
Because that's one dude I've never faced mono-y-mono. But instead, they booked the #1 contenders match. Okay, whatever, fine. The next night, the next time they had a weekly show, in English it means competition. IAL Makabal or whatever. I'm not Indian and I'm not going to try to pronounce it. And if that came off as offensive, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I butcher it.
But in English it means competition.
Mm-hmm.
So the next night, they had that world title match between Dez and Triple Cross. It ended in a disqualification because Triple Cross smacked him with a chair. Your title shot's done. You move on to the next guy. Why in the blue fuck would you add him to the match at Odd One Out? Why? I'm like, did you gobble the nuts of management? Come on. Okay, fine. You know what? Whatever. I'll figure out a game plan to cut the fucking fat off the match.
Yeah.
So me and him, me and Dez, we're back and forth the whole time, while fucking the three wooden crosses on the right side of the highway there was having a match over in the corner by himself, like he's playing with action figures, and tagging me in it. I'm like, I want nothing to do with you. I know what you're about. I led that match for 23 hours, brother.
Oh,
Everyone knows that. The viewers and yourself know I was leading for 23 hours. Me and Dez were back and forth. I called him a phone operator.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? Out of the entire matchup, and I said it in a promo, I respected him more than the other guy. And I normally don't say that. So, right in the last hour, this son of a bitch creeps up.
Mm-hmm.
We know what Triple Cross is all about. We know exactly what he is about. That's why he got fired from WEW, and that's why he got fired from CMW. In the middle of a gauntlet! How the... Praise him. He was being totally disrespectful, and I have... Yep. Well, right now, it's the demon story time. So... after the match was all said and done,
Mm-hmm.
I was ready to go. I was going to put that... He got caught. He got caught. So I had a video ready.
It was bound to happen.
Oh, yeah. I had a video ready. The man was calling me the cheater against Taylor Jade. Really? Against Taylor Jade, of all people? Really? I lost that match. And that's where I quietly left WEW as a competitor. You heard it here first. I am no longer a competitor for WEW. And then he said I plugged on the match in itself. How the fuck did I do that when I was inactive that night? Until like the last minute. Because when that hour hits, you got to put in that work.
Oh, yeah.
Last 2, 3, 4 hours, keep putting out promos.
Yeah.
Put it there. Do what you got to do. But I had a video ready, stating, and I quote, I noticed one thing about his account. It says The Extremist, right? Don't consider yourself modest there, sweetheart. You are simply the Saddam Hussein of EFEDs. He is. He's a cancer. I've never met someone to take the fun out of EFEDs quite like this guy. Never. Yeah, fucking Mikey. And I respect him 100%. You know, he had my back. The entire fucking community had my back that night. Mikey fucking got him to admit it.
Oh, yeah. I think that too.
Man claimed it was a strategy.
There's
What?
no strategy about that.
That man is simply the Bin Laden of EFED. The Saddam Hussein of EFED, bro. So, for those who listen, avoid him. Don't hire him. Don't even consider him. And you know why. When a veteran like me and all these other motherfuckers who put out promos and their work gets thrown to shit because of someone like that, it's just a brutal blow to your fucking
Your
I
federation,
forgot
and
the word.
it's not worth.
You know, that made me almost fucking leave completely. But I'm like, you know what? You don't need to sweat the small stuff. But I'll never forget it. I'll never forget it. That's why I won't go in his pockmarked fucking company, WSW. But the biggest joke of an E-Fed I've ever heard. And, you know, if you're competing in it, you know, if that's your cup of tea, fine. But my suggestion to y'all, get out while you can. WSW, avoid them like the plague. But yes, I'm the current reigning defending IAL champion by default. But I don't get why.
Because of the
I get why, because I busted my ass, but that doesn't mean anything. I feel unsatisfied with the win, with the belt. I'll admit it. I'm unsatisfied. Like, I want to beat somebody for it, not have it handed to me. I'm a worker, man. Obviously, you could see that with OEE. I built that for me and my boy. We built that from the ground up. And can't discredit the other GMs. They help out too. Renee, Kyle, Shane, Martin. Who's the other one? Paulie. There we go.
Who's the other one? There he is.
Fucking love Paulie. Love that guy.
Hell yeah.
You can't go wrong with him and Buster. Love Buster.
So, before we get off here,
I'm
you
not
wanna...
getting off. Think about it.
After that shoot, I don't know.
Hey. Well, then with the shoot, man, people need to learn, man, and not to trust everybody in the game.
They do, and to know how to catch it too. That should be important for anybody.
When two people are sitting there watching him do it,